guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Jordana, and if not, then thank you for coming back and taking the time to watch my videos. On this video, I'm gonna show you my favorite brushes of all time. Without these brushes, I'm nothing. Every time I'm gonna do my makeup, I at least need these brushes, and if I want, I can add some more to my routine, but these are my essential brushes. So if you wanna see them, then just keep on watching. My favorite brush to place color on my lids is the E55 by Sigma, and this is just an eye shading brush, and this is what I use almost always to put the color all over my lid. For me, this brush is not that it's this one per se, it's just that any brush with this shape I have to carry with me. Blending brushes, I like them in different sizes, in different shapes, and I always use them. The ones that I use the most are the ones that I'm gonna show you right now. This one is the Cassette S175, and this is a blending brush sort of like the Sigma E40, which is the one that I have dirty right now because I use that one and this one for the same thing, and they're both amazing. For the Sigma E40, I have two of them, so that's how much I love it. But this one, it's a great alternative. I don't know if these are cheaper or more expensive because I got this one as a gift. They're just amazing to place the transition shade or to blend the edges of the eyeshadow. You can't ever have too many blending brushes. Another blending brush that I love, that it's a natural hair one, is the E35 by Sigma. This is a taper blending brush. This was supposed to be taper, but it lost its shape. It's an oldie but a goodie. The hairs are nasty. I'm showing you the brushes that I use today. So if you see them dirty, that's the point. It's the brushes that I use all the time. I love it. It's great. Also for the same thing, sometimes I prefer natural hair to blend the eyeshadows, but they're interchangeable but amazing. And you always have to have a blending brush to place the color and to diffuse it, and then you have to have another one that's clean just to blend the edges. Another one that I love is another taper blending, but this one, it has a white top and then the rest is dark. This is the Luxie 205, and I have to say, Luxie makes amazing brushes. As soon as I can, I'm gonna buy a lot of blending brushes from them because they're my favorite to use on my kid, on my clients. They're just good. I love that they're pink. It seems stupid, but I love that they're pink. So yeah, the Luxie 205 taper blending, I use it for the same purposes that I use the other two. But like I said, you can never have too many blending brushes. This one is more precise, but it's also from Luxie, and this is the 231 small taper blending. This is an amazing detail blending brush. So if you want to just go on the side and blend the V shape because you find it to be too harsh or too unblended, then you can just go with this one clean and blend that out. Or if you want a sharper, or if you blown out a transition shade and you want another color to be just on your crease to diffuse the blown out color that you already have, this is a great one to deposit the color right there because the shape is amazing. The size is perfect for that. I just adore it. It's my favorite pencil brush. I used to be in love with the E30 by Sigma, and I have one that looks like crap because I've used it so much that it looks awful, and I thought that was holy grail for me. It was, but not after I got the Wayne Goss 05. This is a pencil brush. It's tiny. It's squirrel hair or goat hair, I don't remember. The quality of the Wayne Goss brushes is like nothing else you've ever tried. This brush picks up a lot of color. When with other brushes you have to just go back in. With this brush in particular, you dab your brush in the eyeshadow and then you put it on your eyelid or on your lower lash line, and it's amazing. And this is the one that I use to diffuse my lower lash line, and it does it perfectly. These are worth every penny, by the way, and you can find them at Beautylish. Another blending brush that I have backups of is the E25 by Sigma, and this is perfect to blown out right here. It's amazing to do like a elongated cat eye just with eyeshadow, or just to blend more precisely even just to put color all over your lid. It's a beautiful brush. It's a must-have in my opinion. I don't go into detail in my eyes too often, but when I want to make sure that the lower lash line, just right after the waterline, looks lined but without liner, just with eyeshadow, I love using the smudge brush, the E21 by Sigma. This is a really small one. It's so tiny and it goes amazingly. You can use it amazingly for that. You will blend the eyeliner. You will blend just the lower lash line perfectly. It will look flawless. It will look blended. This one is just to create a line that's detailed and precise. And it works amazingly for that. It's really tiny. And last but not least, a brush that I can't live without. I used to love the E11 by Sigma. I used it till it became almost fit for my eye shape, fit for my eyeliner. But I gave it to my cousin and got a new one, thinking that the new one was gonna replace it and be better because it was new. And I don't use it anymore. I have it, it's new. I'm not in love with it anymore. And now I'm obsessed for my wing liner with the 250 straight Makeup Forever brush. It's this one right here. It's a detail brush. Also, it's super thin. It has more of a grip when you put the eyeliner. It doesn't go everywhere. It's not super soft. It's perfect for wing liner. For brows, I have two that I love, but this one is my favorite. This is the Anastasia brush, and I can't find the number of it. I don't remember the number of it. It's just one of them. I'm gonna show it to you right here. I find it to be thin enough. It has this pulley. I love this brush. I love it. You can tell that Anastasia made it. She has a few different brushes and I bet they're all amazing. I like that this is super sturdy. It doesn't go everywhere. And I love a NARS one that's an oldie but a goodie that is super stiff too, but it doesn't have a spoolie, and for me a spoolie is essential. So that's why I love the Anastasia one. Now I have 7 brushes for the face. I'm gonna start with powder. As soon as I finish my foundation, I set it with a powder. You know that you have to set your foundation and then go in, or set your cream products and then go in with your powders. So the one that I use for that is the large powder F30 by Sigma. It's this brush right here. And what I do is I grab the powder and just press it into my skin. Press it, press it, press it until I finish with my entire skin, and then I buff it so that it doesn't have any powder residue sitting on top of my skin. This works amazingly for that. I love this size. I love everything about it. After that, I go in with bronzer. And for bronzer, I have an expensive one. I wanted to do a WTF on it, but I don't know if you guys want to see how it performs. This is the Tom Ford 05 brush. This is a bronzing brush. This is so soft. And the way this picks up color, it's just amazing. The shape, it's just beautiful. You would have to try it to believe it, because it took me forever, like 2 years, to try this brush. I was always wanting to try it, but I never did. I showed it to you guys on my haul. I'm gonna link that below. I bought it and I just started using it like 5 days ago. So I've had it sitting on my drawer for about 3 months or something like that. I'm obsessed with it. I know it's a holy grail, and this was the reason why I filmed this video, because I wanted to show you guys my favorite brushes, and I couldn't believe that this one and another one that I'm gonna show you became part of my favorite so quickly. And now that I'm in love with this one, I want to try all the Tom Ford brushes for the eyes, for the face, and everything, because after trying this, I think they're must-have. Take that with a grain of salt, because what I love may not be what you love, but you can even find Sigma brushes that are great for bronzing. You don't have to get this one, but I'm just telling you what I'm loving right now, and this has been an obsession. But I love to use this to set my under eyes now. The reason why I adore this now, this is the Wayne Goss Airbrush brush. This was a limited edition. He came back with it. I don't know if it's permanent, but I know that they have it on the Beautylish website. You need this brush in your life. It's so soft. It's like nothing else, and it's $35. For me, this brush is worth way more than that. So this one I've been using it to set my under eye, but when I clean it, I also use it for blush, and it gives me the softer blush I've ever had. That's a lot of pressure on a brush, because I've been a fan and I've repurchased the Achio brush by NARS. This one is the one that I sometimes interchange, because sometimes I use this for a blush and sometimes I use it to set my under eyes. And I have the 02 by Wayne Goss that I always used it to set my under eye, and now I'm so obsessed with this one that I have put that on my drawer. But this one has been my favorite for blush for years. Like, I can tell you that I've been using the Achio brush for about 6 years now, and for me to say that I can just put it aside and use another brush, that's insane for me. So the Wayne Goss airbrush brush, it's great for blush, it's great for bronzer, even if you want to use it for contouring. This is so beautiful. The Achio brush is my blush brush. I have two of them. I use them on my clients. I adore it for my NARS blushes. I adore it for every blush. And you can just tap your blush or just blend it like this. It's just soft. It's weightless. That's something that I love about these brushes from NARS, is that they weigh nothing, and that's really important. It doesn't seem that it would be as important, but then you can just use the tool as you wish. You don't have the weight of the world in your hand. So yeah, the Chio brush by NARS is worth every penny. I love it. To contour, I have an old one and I don't want a new one because this has my shape already. This is the NARS Ita brush, and this is holy grail for a lot of people. Some people hate it. I love it. I don't care. People say that it sheds. It doesn't shed. Mine doesn't shed anymore. It's amazing for a precise contour. It's just beautiful. You can see that mine is super beat up. I will keep using it. I clean it and it becomes nasty again because it's just one of my most used brushes. This one, without fail, I use it every day. I found that nothing can replace it so far. I use it on my nose to do my nose contour. It's just holy grail status for me. For highlight, I used to use the F30 highlighter brush by Sigma. It's like the 02 by Wayne Goss, but it has a dome shape, so it was great for highlighter. But when I found this one, I got mine at Poshmark, but this was supposed to be a brush by NARS that they discontinued, and I adore this brush. I wish they would bring it back, because when this one gets nasty and disgusting and too old to use, I would want a replacement for this one. The same thing, is almost weightless, and it's great to do a precise highlight. It's just beautiful. It diffuses it perfectly, but it can also deposit color super nice. And when you're on a pinch, you can even use it as a blending brush, because that's what it is. So yeah, this is my favorite highlighting brush, and if you want, you can just buy a eye blending brush, a big one, and it will work the same. And last but not least, I'm gonna show you a favorite brush. I have one from MAC and I have this one, and I find them to be the same. This one is just longer. This is the F50 by Sigma, and this is a dual fiber brush. So every day I have to use a dual fiber brush. Why? It's because I always buff my makeup when I finish it, and what I do is just grab some Radiant Light powder by Hourglass and just diffuse it like this. So for me, setting your face is not the same as buffing your face. Some people think it is, but setting it, you set your creams. But when you buff it, it's just like you're diffusing everything, making everything look seamless, and like everything was part of your skin and not sitting on top of your skin. So for me, this brush is essential for my makeup to look flawless. Again, this is the Sigma F50, but I'll link down below my MAC one, so that if you prefer MAC, then you can just go ahead and use that one. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Also hit the notification bell so that you get notifications every time I upload a video. I upload on this channel on Wednesdays and Sundays. I'm gonna be in Costa Rica when I upload this video, so it's a pre-filmed one. But let me know in the comments below, what brushes do you love the most? Which ones do you think that I have to try? And I, of course, will answer every comment that you have. Also, let me know what you want to see next. And that's it, guys. Bye.
I have used it with my I have used this one with my baby. I adore it for every blush. I adore it for every. That's hard to say. I adore it for every.